home phone yesterday. That's
It's recording.
suddenly went. So
Oh, okay. I pull my socks up. A bit cold today. Hello, everyone. Here we are again. My friend Angie with her British Sign Language and me, Nadia, for our third session. So we are halfway through now in Tai Chi Qigong. And I'm looking at my piece of paper because as I'm getting a bit older, I get a bit forgetful, you know? So the exercise that we're going to do first is called lifting up the ball. And lifting up the ball is good for coordination, relaxation, and blood pressure. So both, again, I'm going to show you how to do this standing up first and then sitting down. So lifting up the ball. So you're just using one arm going up like you're holding a ball, then you're pushing it down with that same hand, and then the opposite hand lifts it. And you do this nice and slowly. And the hand that moves back, this part of your hand, which is between your thumb and your index finger, is pointing directly to your butt, to your bum, right here. Okay? So I'll just show you. So just watch my hands. And the movements are done nice and smoothly, nice and relaxed. So you can see the hand that goes back, the palm is facing down to the floor, and that V shape is pointing towards your buttock cheek. So if you're doing this standing, you can sink through your knees in the middle and straighten your legs as you go to the side. So sinking just gently. It's a nice, smooth, flowing exercise. If you're sitting down already, just copy me. I will show you in a moment. Your breathing is normal and natural. So remember to do your breathing, if you can, through your nose. So it's up there, my palm, see? And then I turn it down and like I push the energy away. Whereas the other one lifts it up. Now I push the energy to the side and lift the energy up with the other hand. So think of it, ball is like a ball of energy. And if you find it difficult to think what the energy looks like, imagine you are going to lift a light beach ball. And we'll do a few more standing. And now to stop, gather the energy to your lower cauldron. Right hand first for ladies, left hand on top. And if you're a man, left hand first, right hand on top. So I have explained this in the previous videos, that you're connecting two very important points in the middle of your palm, which connect to your heart protector. Those are good points for panic attacks and anxiety. Okay, so now you gather the chi. I'm going to show you the same exercise with the chair. I'll get my chair. So you're going to lift the ball. Make sure that your feet, if you can, of course, that your feet are flat, either on the foot plate of your wheelchair or on the ground. So you have a good solid base. That's one thing to always remember with Qigong, is that you are connected to the earth. So we're going to lift the ball sitting down. So you will feel it more in your waist, keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. This is very relaxing and it calms your mind. And again, you see I'm pushing the energy away and raising it up with the opposite hand. And that hand behind you is pointing, this V shape here is pointing directly to your buttock cheek. Okay? So there is a reason for that. So I'll just show you a few more.
And the name again of this exercise, Nadia?
Is lifting up the ball. So this is lifting up the ball. So just remember, it's like you're holding the ball up to the sky, and then you push it down to the ground and you lift it up to the sky. And we'll do 2 more. And now bring your right hand onto your lower cauldron, that's below your belly button, and place your left hand over the top. Remember what I said, if you're a boy or a man, you do it the other way around. But for girls, right hand first, left hand on top. And why do you do this? You are collecting the energy into your lower cauldron. Okay. All right, we're going to go on to the next exercise. And the next exercise is called turning the body to look at the moon. And since the chair is here, I will start with the chair first. Turning the body to look at the moon. I'm just going to wait because our internet connection is frozen at the moment. Can you hear?
Ah,
Something is going on with my Zoom.
okay. We got to where you just, it stopped quite sharply where you were sitting and then suddenly boom.
Yeah.
So can we pick it up from there, or?
I don't, it's still recording, you see.
No.
Hang on a minute. Let me
It
just.
threw me out and now it's brought me back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it completely shut down. So it wasn't for too long. So we'll continue. I'll just make sure that it's still recording.
It says recording on
Okay,
my
it's still
screen.
recording. So I will just apologize to the viewers.
Can you not cut that bit out or not?
I don't know how to do.
You have to look back to see what it's done, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that because once
So
it's
should we just pick up where we left off and see how it goes?
yeah, we'll just continue.
Yeah.
So turning the body to look at the moon, I just want to apologize to everybody for this blip, which was with Zoom. So I hope you stayed with me. Turning the body to look at the moon, and that is good for your waist, your back, and your blood pressure. And since I was saying I've got the chair, we're going to continue sitting down first, and then I will carry on standing. Okay? So turning the body to look at the moon. It's going to be a bit harder on the chair. It makes your waist work a lot harder. So you're just basically bringing your arms gently together. You're holding, like you're holding a ball, and you're going to twist the waist over, and then the back arm is higher up, and the forearm is pointing to the palm of that hand. And then you grab that energy ball, and very gently, smoothly, you bring it around to the other side. This time your back hand is pointing the palm forward, and the other hand is pointing into that palm. And you just carry on. You'll find it quite easy, except for your waist, of course. So if you want to slim your waist down, it will help you. Remember that the Tai Chi Qigong is all about being healthy. It's not so much about being beautiful on the external. Being healthy will give you an internal glow. It's much more difficult doing it sitting down. So I admire you if you're doing it sitting down. And you breathe normally one way. You can breathe out as you go around. And breathing in. Don't worry too much. As long as you keep breathing in a relaxed way, that's what counts. So you're turning to look at. So when you get used to doing this exercise without watching us, you can maybe place your chair evening in the direction of the moon, so that when you turn your waist, you can look at the moon and you will receive the moon's energy. And now I will stop. And again, just to gather the chi, put your right hand on your lower cauldron and a left hand on top. Remember, it's the other way around for men. And I'll carry on standing up now. Move the chair. So turning the body to look at the moon. So you just sink in the middle a little and then back up. The arms are the same. It's just a tiny bit easier because you are able to help your body twist side to side by going up on tiptoes of that opposite leg, as you can see. So bend the knees, and then I lift the heel of my opposite leg, bend through, and lift the heel of the opposite leg. And then you just get used to doing this nice and smoothly, and relax. You know, if you can't sleep at night, it's a lovely exercise to do. It just means you have to get up out of bed, of course, which is not always practical. But when you do this for a while, it may calm your mind. and then you can return back to sleep. So the beauty of practicing Tai Chi Qigong is like taking a medicine. You're just doing it, and you don't need to have medication then. You don't need to swallow pills and potions. Because doing all these exercises help you to calm your mind. And we'll stop now. Again, you put your right hand on your cauldron and left hand. So this way, you are collecting that energy that you have just been working with. Okay, well done. So now we're going to go on to the third exercise. And this one is called pushing palms. Just make sure, yeah? And this one is good for the waist, the elbow, and the back. Yeah. So it's good, when I say the back, it's good for your kidneys, which are here in your waist. And so we don't just work at creating good health for the body, the muscles, we also create good health for internal organs, which is very important to stay healthy and well. Okay, so pushing palms is a bit different, but if you're sitting down, it's easier. If you're standing, you're going to strengthen your legs. You're going to just bend your knees a little. You can see that my legs are further apart than my shoulders. So I have a good stance. I'm not going to fall over. And when I turn sideways, you'll see that I will bend down again. My back is straight. Yeah. So your bum can stick out, and then you just stick your bum under a little way so that it forms a straight line with your spine. Okay? So pushing palm, again, that is just for you to have an idea of your posture when you're doing this standing, okay? It's very important. This is an exercise, part of an exercise called the horse stance. So it's like sitting astride a horse. And if you want to strengthen your legs, that's a very good exercise to do. Okay? So now for pushing palms, you bring one hand facing up and the other hand above it. It doesn't matter which way. Okay? The top hand is going to push across towards away from that shoulder. So you can see for me, it's my left hand and it's pushing away from the opposite shoulder, the right shoulder. And I have to speed it up a bit because if I don't speed it up, I get it wrong. So let me just do a few and then I will explain to you more clearly. You can see that I'm twisting the waist. And the other hand does a little bit like we did with the first exercise. The palm goes down. So they come back together. The top hand pushes across, whereas the opposite hand goes down, palm facing down. I'm twisting the waist. And then that hand comes up and push. And as this hand then goes down underneath the other one, it pushes back and that one pushes forward. I'm just going to face you so that you can just copy me. If you don't get it completely right, it doesn't matter. And then the V shape matters. That does matter. So as you push the top hand away, that V shape, can you see that V shape is pointing towards my heart. And then the bottom hand goes to the top and repeats the same on the other side. So now that one goes back down and the elbow presses back, whereas this hand, the V shape points towards your heart. I think it's just practice, copy me. Don't worry too much about getting it right. And if your legs get tired, you can stand up and just bend. I just like to do it in horse stance. Horse stance with my knees bent. So this may look a little bit more tricky, but it's very lovely to do and creates deep peace once you get the hang of it. So keep practicing. So like you see, it's good for the waist again, for your lower back. And I'll do just a few more. And then do it sitting down. 2 more. And I'll come back to the center, the right hand on the lower cauldron, left hand on top, and I straighten the legs. Well done, well done. So this one is just practice, okay? So we're going to do it sitting down. If you haven't already started sitting down, just to show you that you can do it. Trying to move back so you can see my feet, not that that matters. Okay, so again, you have one hand, both hands facing up. You're going to use your waist and push that hand away, whereas the other one goes down. So those 2 points in the V shape, yeah, they connect. That one to your heart and this one to your buttock. And then the back one comes and is the top hand. And then the top hand moves up. And then you continue. And you can follow the front hand with your eyes. And if you best that you can move away from the back of your seat, because otherwise you'll bash your elbow into the seat. Or you can just keep your movements smaller. It all depends on your situation.
Nadia, is it possible if you could come closer so we can see the hands a little bit more?
No. I'll go.
Yeah. See if that.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can you see?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to push.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bright, is it, Angie?
No, that's good.
The light here is blinding me a bit.
Did you use sunglasses?
Yes. So you have your top hand
Mhm.
that moves to the front while the other one moves back. And then the back hand goes to the top and moves across. The back hand goes to the top and moves across. And you continue like that.
I just thought for just a little bit of close work, just for a minute or so, just to see that
Yeah, is that okay?
clearly.
And let's do a few more. It's good to do the repetitions together because that way you benefit from the repetitions. It helps you to get used to the movement, but it also helps you to stay in a relaxed state. And your breathing is normal. Make sure that you're always breathing. Don't hold your breath. Keep your shoulders relaxed and down. Everything you do in Qigong is comfortable and should be relaxed. Let's do a couple more. And then finish and just put your hand on your cauldron again. There you go. Right hand first, left hand on top. And you finish for today. So well done. Well done, everybody. That's wonderful. One day we'll meet each other, I hope. That would be really lovely, wouldn't it? And thank you very much for my collaborating friend.
Thank you to you.
You're welcome. And we'll see you next week. So next week, we are doing the fourth one. So the fourth one is the last session before Christmas. Okay? And then after Christmas, in the new year, we'll start again. So hopefully the first week of January, if it's, and you will see. So we are halfway through. Then the fourth session is next week. We're going to do something called cloud hands in horse stance. Now that's a little bit more tricky, but it's a lovely one once you get the hang of it, which is good for coordination, relaxation, and for your stomach. The next one is called looking at the sky and touching the sea, which is good for your back and for your lungs and for headaches. And another one which I really like is called pushing wave. And pushing wave is good for the lungs and the knees. So that would be nice. You can pretend then, there are two where you can pretend that you will be at the sea. So for some of you who come from the seaside, that will be perfect. Okay, so you've got that to look forward to. And then we only have 2 more sessions in the new year. Okay. Thank you. Have a lovely week and enjoy these new exercises. Bye-bye.